It's time for Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance. Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball is also brought to you by Ethan Grounds, Best One Tire, the City of Harrisburg, Sullivan Electric, All-in-One Real Estate, Michael Stewart and Associates, Southeastern Illinois College, the Illinois Small Business Development Center at SIC, the Medicine Shop, Joiner Therapy, Harrisburg Dairy Queen, Matthews Pizza, Farrell Hospital, Gavin's Car Care, State Farm Agent Shane Gooden, Barnes Lumber, the Smith Peters Law Firm, Southern Truss, Ranco Roofing, Hicks Concrete, Stanley's Food Systems, and Palmer Lawn and Landscape. Now, let's head to the field for Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance. The Centurions, and that kind of fits with it, actually. Century 1 and 4 are in town. This is a double, actually technically a round robin here at the Red at center field in Harrisburg on this Saturday, March 28th. Trey Reamer, Jamal Oxford with you here at the Red as the Dogs are looking to continue their red-hot start of 5-0 on the season. Our pregame show made possible by Michael Stewart and Associates in Harrisburg. Him and Jessica Stevens are ready to help you with your financial future today. Be sure you give them a visit or a call. We appreciate Michael Stewart and his sponsorship over the years with us here on Bulldog Media now that we've switched over to this. Well, the Lady Dogs, like I said, they're red hot. They've only given up like 5 runs this year. Pitching-wise, so that goes to tell you Maddie Walker and Hadley Hunt's been solid, and I would think we get to see both today. I know we get to see Hadley Hunt the first game coming up here in just a moment. We do want to thank the officials that you see there on your screen, our umpires today, talking to Red Stafford and the head coach for the Centurions, that is Hunter Kruder, and they are chatting, getting ready to get this one underway. Our officials brought to you by Hicks Concrete, 618-499-2946. Let's get to our starting lineup first for the visitors. That is the Centurions. And we'll go ahead and start with them. Shortstop, number 4, Jaylee Van Meter will lead off. Then it'll be the catcher, Bailey Crane, followed by third baseman, Kinsley Green. That's 1, 2, 3. Looking 4, 5, 6 will be Callie Crane. She's the second baseman. Hayden Anderson playing center field, bats fifth. Brycelyn Ledbetter is the pitcher today, and she will bat sixth. 7, 8, 9 is the left fielder, Mallory Adams. First baseman, Emerson George. And lastly, in right field, batting ninth, J.C. Edwards. Is their starting lineup today, brought to you by Sullivan Electric, 618-926-3304. For home life, or not for home life and auto insurance, you see Shane Gooden, but for all electrical services, call Mike today, and he'll prevent you from having to use your insurance by making sure your electrical system is hooked up properly there with Sullivan Electric. Beautiful day for softball and such, but let's go ahead and get to our Ranco Roofing keys to the game. Brought to you by Ranco Roofing, home of the 50-year roofing warranty. Didn't put those in. Jamal talked to Coach before. We'll wait until Jamal joins on the broadcast. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. But I know that Coach really wants his outfielders playing good. He's got a couple of youngsters out there to start the season, so he would like them to have a good start to the season. So, our Ethan Ground scoreboard's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Jamal's getting our camera ready to go. Playing 2 today. First one is scheduled for now, noon. It was supposed to be 11. They moved it. I probably assume because of the temperature. They wanted a little better. Bulldogs baseball was supposed to play today at DuQuoin. That game got canceled due to the cold weather. So they're going to play girls today. And so we'll cover it here on Harrisburg Bulldog Media, working on our second camera option. Good news, our internet is fixed, folks, and we got that taken care of last night, and we should be on the up and in, and we're getting a new wireless kit for our center field cam. That way we can go back to that. That'll be coming up here soon as well. So many things to look forward to here in the early start. And we await the first pitch here from Hadley Hunt. And it's taken for a ball. 1-0 is the count. As here's the look from up top right now. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. This one is sent out foul territory, and Stewart just out of reach there at first base. So a foul ball evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll set the defense for the Lady Dogs in just a moment, as we're just 2 pitches into our first game. Ryan Hunt's got the grill going, so you need to get out of here. It's beautiful. I showed up in a t-shirt, got judged for it, but it's almost t-shirt weather, just enough. If that wind's not blowing, which it is right now, see there above the scoreboard out there in left center field, it's moving right to left, but it's pretty darn comfortable. And there's a ball called at the plate. So the count is 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter. Again, this is Jaylee Van Meter. She's the shortstop. She wears number 4. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Hadley Hunt misses the pitch there. 5-0 are these Lady Bulldogs, and they've only given up a total of 5 runs to start the 2026 season. They have been phenomenal, as this pitch is hit hard out to right field, and it'll be off the end of the bat for a base hit. And that's the first hit of the day, and that was on a 3-2 pitch. Or a 2-2 pitch, I should say. Regardless, leadoff batter reaches first base for the Centurions. So runner on, nobody out. Now Bailey Crane comes to the plate. She's the catcher today for Century. She wears number 0, right-handed batter, swinging a pink bat. And the pitch coming home. That one's in there for a strike. Good bounce back pitch there for Hadley. Well, we do know Hadley Hunt can strike him out. She is good at that. As this pitch swung on a miss, play down at second, and they didn't get her. The ball came out of the glove of the hurt right now, it seems, shortstop, as that is McKendra Douglas, and she's reaching at her head down there at second base, and Jake Stewart coming out. They call it a strike at the plate, I believe. And hopefully McKendra is okay. Tina McCabe, our trainer, is here, or was here. She's out there now. It's hard to tell. Everybody's wearing black hoodies. You know, Red Stafford out there with the bucket hat. But it is a stolen base for Van Meter. She's in scoring position. And we hope McKendra is okay. She is one of the few seniors that Red Stafford has on this roster. Only 3 this year. Her, Emma, and Hadley. And all 3 are starters. Could have just been a collision with the head. I hope she didn't get cleated in the head. She's reaching at the back of her neck as she's walking into the outfield right now. Good news is she's walking, seems okay. Question is, who would replace her if she gets pulled right now? This pause in action brought to you by our State Farm Insurance agent, Shane Gooden. For home life and auto insurance, see him today. Give him a call at 618-252-7000 is his phone number. Yeah, McKendra's hurt out there, but now Jake Stewart's probably telling her to stick it out. She's putting her cap back on. And she's going back to her position, so she's going to stay in. That's good news for the Lady Dogs. But again, the runner does advance to second base for Century. And so runner in scoring position, nobody out, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes, though. So the count is in Hadley Hunt's favor. Hadley 7 pitches in, looking for a first out. So the batter going to step back in. That's Crane. Bailey Crane. And the 0-2 pitch as Hunt looks for a first joiner therapy strikeout of the day, misses outside. Ball gets away from Brown and puts the runner now at third base, 60 feet away from scoring on the first ball of this count. Working on our good camera for you guys, but this will definitely work. I like this view here from first base dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch coming from Hunt. A little off speed, call ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Galatia is going to show up here in just a bit. They'll play Century right after this one, and then we will finish the day with Harrisburg and Galatia on this beautiful Saturday. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count, and the pitch. That one fouled off. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Van Meter had a single, stole second, advanced to third on a ball that got away. Crane's at the plate, and a 2-2 count trying to protect. And here is the 2-2 pitch. Coming home. This one sent out to left field. Thomas, the freshman, going back on it, and it's over her head, up against the fence. That'll score Van Meter easily from third, and in at second is Bailey Crane with a double. Unless we give a thumb down there, well, KT gives thumb up. 1-0 Century, and still nobody out for Hadley Hunt. Both hits have come with 2 strikes. For Century here to start is Kinsley Green to the plate. She's the third baseman. Where's number 2? And the pitch. That's a ball, says the home plate umpire. Ricky Williams, Ken Murphy, the 2 guys out on the field today for both games. So actually all 3. Good paycheck for them. Good way to spend a Saturday. 1-0 pitch coming home. Hard hit ball right past Mills at third into left field for a base hit. And they're going to hold up the runners. And in fact, the other one's going to go to second on a throw from Thomas. Freshman was going home with it rather than hitting the cutoff and keeping them at the corners. 3 straight hits for the Centurions. Single, double, single. And now Callie Crane to the plate. She's the second baseman, wears 32. And here comes the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Pitch number 13 of the inning, and Hadley Hunt still looking for an out. 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Let me see here. I've got offensive stats. No defensive stats. 2-0 pitch coming. Hunt has pitched a couple of games, I do know. This one fisted up the middle for a base hit. And that's the kind of luck that Hunt is having on base. And the throw went home rather than the cutoff. And again, they get a runner at second and third base. Outfield decisions from the 2 freshmen. It's early in their career, but it's 2-0 Century.
Center fielder Hayden Anderson looked better on deck.
So 2 in scoring position still, 2-0, and still nobody out. And the 5th batter to come to the plate, Hayden Anderson, the center fielder, wears number 3. First pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. So only 5 runs given up from Bulldog pitching coming in, and they've got 2 with no outs here in the top of the first. The pitch. Off-speed pitch, swung on a miss for strike 1. Avery Thomas in left, Coral, I almost said Coral, but Riley Hathaway, her sister, out in center field. Kinsley Reynolds playing right field. Coral just had her surgery on Friday. Everything went well. 1-1 pitch is called strike 2. Ahead in the count here is Hunt. They did say that she probably won't be able to run at all for at least a month. And I would think she's going to play it double safe because she's just a junior and she wants to be able to compete her senior season in basketball and, well, volleyball too. But I know basketball, softball are her main two. As this one's rolled over and foul. And the count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anyway, on the infield, Emma Mills at third. McKendra Douglas, who's now healthy. She's not out after that collision at second base. At short, Riley Bergen at second. Kinsley Stewart at first. Ava Brown, Lady Bulldog catcher. And Hadley Hunt in the circle looking for a strikeout or just an out in any form. And misses there a little upstairs. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gotta love the wind. 2-2 pitch coming. Swung on and missed on a pitch outside in the dirt. We're going to get the out at first. Throw it home is over the head of Brown. That scores 1 for them. So a drop, third strike, but they got her out. That's the most important thing. So that's the first out of the inning. Unfortunately, a run scores. Good base running from Kinsley Green. Just a high throw from Kinsley Stewart. Do you give an error there? Error on the throw, I assume, just making sure. So an error on Stewart. Runner at third base, 1 out. And a 3-0 Century lead for Brycelyn Ledbetter. She's the first left-handed batter. And she's today's pitcher for the Centurions. So just somebody at third. And the count 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. You're good. I can cover it. The 1-0 pitch. Ooh, called strike 1, and a ball that goes into left. Mills, I don't think, was expecting that ball to come to her. And another Century run. And it's 4-0. That was a strike. That was a strike from Ava Brown. Emma Mills, literally, I just didn't think it was coming. Luckily, she stuck her glove out, or that thing would have rolled to the fence because that was a bullet of a throw. Lady Bulldog defense can't catch a break here in the first inning as this one's popped up, and Hunt will take it and takes a deep breath as she finally has 2 outs. And the 7th batter to come to the plate, Mallory Adams, the left fielder, wears number 10.
Mallory Adams, George on deck.
Get ready for the first pitch here. That one's foul. For strike 1. Nothing and 1 the count. That one in there for a strike. So nobody on base, 2 outs and an 0-2 count. Here to the 7-hole hitter, Mallory Adams. Hadley Hunt looking for a big strikeout right here. We await the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that's the end of the first inning. Century, the top half at least, gets 4 runs on 4 straight hits to start, but the last 3 get out. The Lady Bulldog bats are coming to the plate for the first time today. When we come back here on Harrisburg Bulldog Media, YouTube only, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
At Farmers State Bank, our work starts with people, the ones behind the counter and the ones across it. We're the familiar faces greeting you with a smile, the helping hands making sure you leave with answers and not questions. And when we step outside these walls, you'll find us right beside you, cheering you on, showing up, and celebrating what makes our hometown special. Because the truth is, we're not just in this community, we're part of it. Your story shapes ours, and every success here makes us all stronger. And remember, at Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
Ethan Grounds DMD specializes in general and cosmetic dentistry. Outside of adult and child cleanings, His office also offers dental implants, smile makeovers, same-day dentistry, adult orthodontics, teeth whitening, and more. Ethan's passion has always been his patients and providing a service that can improve their overall health and confidence. So go see Ethan Grounds in Harrisburg today. Ethan Grounds, DMD, hometown care, beautiful result.
Welcome back to the Red here at center field. A beautiful Saturday for Lady Bulldog softball, and it's so good. We are going to play two for you here on Harrisburg. Bulldog Media. Galatia will play later at Century, and Galatia will play after this. Unfortunately, you see there on your screen, it's 4-0 in favor of Century. They got 4 runs, 4 hits, couple of errors on the defense for the Dogs, but it's okay. The Dogs can hit. They hit well, and they've pitched well, too. So Hadley Hunt is just glad to get out of that inning. She can start fresh, but we're going to get our first look at their pitcher today. This is Ledbetter, Brycelyn Ledbetter, and she's a lefty. So we'll see how the Lady Dogs fare against her here on this Saturday morning. First pitch is coming home, and that ball ripped towards the parking lot off the bat of Ava Brown. Golly, that one stays fair, and that's gone. She smoked that for strike one. So 0-1. The pitch coming to Ava Brown. Lady Bulldog catcher fouls another one off the other way. Will it be caught? No. So 0-2 behind in the count. McKendra Douglas bats second. Hadley Hunt, today's pitchers, bat third. 4, 5, 6 will be Kinsley Stewart, Briley Berg, and Emma Mills. And 7, 8, 9, Maddie Walker, the DP, Avery Thomas, and Riley Hathaway. 2 freshmen round up the lineup. And this is an off-speed pitch hit out to left field, and the left fielder will make the catch, Will Adams, for out number 1. Ava Brown, I like her approach, just coming up, swinging the bat.
Stop, McKendra Douglas.
And since the count, or that's the first out of the inning, McKendra Douglas comes to the plate. Here in the bottom of the first inning. McKendra Douglas is 9 for 15 to start the year at the plate. Showing bunt, pulled it back, called a strike. So 0-1 the count here to Douglas. Set the defense for Century in just a moment. That lineup was brought to you by Sullivan Electric in Harrisburg, 618-926-3304. And there's a ball upstairs. Count 1 ball and now 1 strike. 15 minutes past the top of the hour. And the 1-1 pitch coming home. Ball 2. Good take from McKendra. This ball is hit and will be fair territory and caught by Green, the third baseman. 2 up, 2 down for Brycelyn Ledbetter to start the game. On a couple of balls hit in the air. At least the Dogs are swinging the bats, so 2 outs. And Hadley Hunt coming to the plate. Only Lady Bulldog with a home run this season. As of now. It's a ball outside, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. That one hit the other way, and it'll get down foul for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That ball hit hard out to left on a liner over the head of the left fielder Adams to the fence. Hunt rounds first, heading to second, and she's in there with a 2-out double to start. Adley Hunt's 5th double this season. So again, she stands at second base with 2 outs, and now Kinsley Stewart will come to the plate as the inning continues with her. Stewart, a left-handed batter, so a lefty-lefty matchup. Kinsley is 5 for 13 at the plate to start the year. She has a couple of doubles herself. She has scored 5, and she's driven in 5. As the pitch coming home. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Adams is in left, Anderson center, Edwards in right. Green at third, Van Meter at short, Crane at second, George at first, and the other Crane behind the plate with Brycelyn Ledbetter in the circle, and she fires the 1-0 pitch inside, almost hit Stewart, gets away from the catcher Crane and puts Adley Hunt, or her runner, that's, Herring, running for Hadley at third base. So 2-0. And here comes the pitch. Hits Stewart in the back. So runners are at the corners for the Lady Bulldogs. As Harrisburg trying to answer the 4-run top of the first inning that Century was able to put together on 4 hits back to back to start the game, with a couple of defensive errors on the Lady Bulldogs in that inning as well. But this brings up Riley Bergen. Bergen can drive him in. She's got 11 on the season. That leads the team as the first pitch is a strike. She has scored 7 runs herself, but of her 11 hits, 4 of them are extra base hits, 3 doubles and a triple. As the 0-1, outside for a ball, going to second base is Stewart. Easily, not so easily, was Herring back to third, almost got picked off. One pitch. That one fouled back, strike 2. To Briley Bergen. And the 1-2 pitch coming home. That ball into center field for a base hit. Herring scores easily. Rounding third is Stewart. Center fielder Anderson took her a minute to get the ball. And a 2 RBI base hit from the RBI leader of these Lady Dogs, Briley Bergen. And it's a 4-2 game.
We needed that.
Yep, it's been a hot start to the season for Briley. Could be a Sullivan Electric power move already. And Emma Mills comes to the plate. See if we can keep it going. All of this happening with 2 outs as that one's ripped foul past Jake Stewart down the first base line for strike 1. Mills, the third baseman, wears 13. This inning started out with a fly out to left from Brown, a pop up to the third baseman from Douglas, and then Hunt doubled, a hit by pitch to Stewart, and a 2 RBI base hit from Bergen. And she's at first base. And that cool air begins to blow.
It is a little chilly.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I went home and got a coat. 0-1 pitch coming home. That's a ball upstairs. So the count 1 ball and 1 strike. With Emma Mills at the plate, Lady Bulldog senior. That ball's hit hard out to center. Coming in is Anderson, and she'll make the catch on the run for out number 3. The Dogs get a couple of 2-out base hits, and they score 2 runs, but still trail by 2 as we go to the second here at the Red at center field on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Hey Bulldog Nation, we're proud to partner with the City of Harrisburg to bring you this hometown update. Coming up on June 13th, don't miss the brand new Barbecue in the Berg Pitmaster competition at the Harrisburg Amphitheater, featuring great food, great competition, and hometown pride. Then celebrate America's 250th on July 4th. There'll be a parade at 1 p.m. and a car show that'll start at 4 at the amphitheater. Fireworks light up the sky at dusk. Pork and Jeans food truck will be on site. For more information, watch the City of Harrisburg Facebook page or call City Hall.
Best One Tire and Service knows the most important things in your life ride with you. That's why you can always count on Best One Tire and Service to be your trusted full-service auto care expert. Visit bestonetire.com today to request an appointment from one of our many locations. Tires, oil changes, maintenance, and more.
Best One Tire and Service makes saving easy. Get instant savings up to $230 on select tires. Plus, we have financing. Tires and Service now, pay later. Best One, selling tires, serving people.
Welcome back to the Red. We go to the top of the second inning. Lady Bulldogs are trailing actually 4-2 here to get us started. And back to work goes Hadley Hunt. And I will reset top of next inning. And there's a strike called at the plate. Flip the book over. For Century, it's their 8-9-1 hitters due up. Emerson George, she's the first baseman, wears 15. Count is 0-1 to her as the 0-1 pitch comes home. That one fouled back for strike two. Small's down, taping that net on this shot right now to the camera so that we'll have a good view from it permanently. We're going back to this shot as the 0-2 pitch coming home is a chopper over to third. Rolls to Mills, picks it up, throws, and they call her safe. Infield single.
Right fielder, J.C. Edwards.
So that is the fifth hit for Century today, and an infield single really burns, I know, as a pitcher, as J.C. Edwards, because Hadley Hunt did her job. She got the ground ball, just couldn't get the out. Here's the first pitch coming to Edwards. She's the right fielder, wears number 33. It's a ball outside. And the count 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Went inside, ball two. It was a single, double, single, single to start the first inning for Century. Then it was two strikeouts and a pop-up that Hunt got in that first. She's behind in the count now, 2-0. Really needs a strike with a runner at first for Century here in the top of the second. And the pitch is coming home. That one hit foul for strike one. So it's 2 balls and a strike here for Hunt. Already over 30 pitches is Hadley. And the 2-1 pitch coming home. Ground ball to Stewart. Under a glove, doesn't get it. Picking it up. Bergen hands it to her just in time. A 3-4-3 ground ball for the out. And that just puts a runner at second base for Century.
Van Meter, Bailey Crane on deck.
So again, 3-4-3. Out number one. Back to the top of the order with Jaylee Van Meter. She singled on a 2-strike pitch, stole a base, and scored in the first. So she's 1 for 1 today. There's a ball. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Hunt's still in a good spot. Only down by 2 runs. Red Stafford calls out the code to look at the armband for Hadley. And she fires the 1-0 pitch. This one head out to center field. And Hathaway makes the catch. Runner will not tag. And that's now 2 outs in the inning. Bailey Crane coming to the plate. She had an RBI double in the first inning and came around to score. She's the catcher for Century. And she'll step up to the plate. Well, a runner at second base, 2 outs for Hadley Hunt. after a leadoff infield single from George. That's where she stands over at second. First pitch coming to Crane. This one is hit hard out to left center field. Hathaway, but it gives way to Thomas, who makes the catch. Does the Lady Bulldog freshman for out number 3. A leadoff infield single is stranded. In the inning, we go to the home half. Harrisburg is down 4-2 on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Hey Harrisburg and all of Southern Illinois. This is Ein Bartow, owner of All-in-One Real Estate Company. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we handle it all. Residential homes, commercial properties, lots, and farmland. Our team is local and committed to putting your goals first. We live and work right here in the community because where you live is our business. So when you're ready for real estate you can trust, call us at 618-294-8472 or visit All-in-One Real Estate Company online. Now let's get back to the game.
Are you having trouble with your home or business's electrical system? Well, Sullivan Electric is here to help. They are 4 generations strong of IBEW trained electricians serving Southern Illinois. Preventative maintenance to emergencies and anything in between. You can call on the trusted professionals at Sullivan Electric. They're reliable, affordable, and professional. So give Mike a call today at 618-926-3304. Sullivan Electric, a proud sponsor of Bulldog Media. Are you starting to plan your long-term financial goals and really just need some help? Well, you can count on your Ameriprise financial advisors, Michael Stewart and Jessica Stevens, to navigate your financial well-being today and tomorrow. They would love to help you with your long-term financial goals. You can reach him and Jessica Stevens at their office at 807 South Commercial Street in Harrisburg, or call them 618-252-5595. That's Michael Stewart and Associates in Harrisburg.
Back at the red, we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Harrisburg Lady Bulldogs trail by 2 runs, but Hadley Hunt had a good second inning after 4 scored for Century, all in the first. Due up for the Lady Dogs, 7-8-9, starting with Maddie Walker, today's DP, hitting for the right fielder, Kinsley Reynolds. First pitch to her, swung on a miss for a strike. Walker wears 15. She's a right-handed batter. The count is 0-1. Wind starting to blow, an upstairs pitch fouled off for strike 2. Again, it is a beautiful day here at the Harrisburg Park, but it's just a little chilly. Right now, temperatures saying about 52 degrees. With the breeze, I'd say it's a little cooler than that. But by the end of it, we should be near 60, I would say. About 57. Still time to come out. Burgers and dogs are already done. At least the first round is. There's a foul tip right into the glove, and that is strike 3. First out of the inning, and the first Joiner Therapy strikeout for Ledbetter. So 1 up, 1 down here. There's a check swing called a ball to the Lady Bulldog freshman, Avery Thomas. She's the left fielder. Nobody on, and 1 out here in the home half of inning number 2. It's a ball outside, good take. We'll say Harrisburg's first 2 were sat down in the top of the, or the home half of the first inning, and they were able to put together a couple of hits after and a hit by pitch that led to 2 runs. 2-0 pitch, ground ball over to third. Green across the field, gets it in time to George for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down to start the second inning for Bryceland Ledbetter, who's nearing 30 pitches here in the early going. And Riley Hathaway comes to the plate. Also a freshman, plays center field, wears number 9. Nobody on with 2 outs, and that's a ball called outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled at the plate. And Galatia should show up here before too long. They will play after against Century. And the Lady Bulldogs will end the day around 3 or 4 o'clock against the Lady Bearcats. This ball ripped off the end of the bat into the left center field area, and the center fielder comes all the way over and makes the catch. Does Anderson. A 1-2-3 second inning for Bryceland Ledbetter and the Centurions as they are here at the red, and they lead by 2 as we go to the third on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Free delivery, free advice, and the hometown advantage. Welcome to the Medicine Shop of Harrisburg, Marion, Ridgeway, Shawneetown, and El Dorado. We're a small, locally owned pharmacy making a big impact on our customers and our communities. We offer full pharmacy services and home medical equipment with hometown pride. Switching is easy. Just ask. The Medicine Shop and Home Health Solutions. How can we help you?
Are joint stiffness and muscle imbalance holding you back? Break free from limitation with the Flexed and Focus program at Joiner Therapy. Our expert team of clinicians at Marion, Harrisburg, and Carmine are ready to help you today. Flexed and Focus is an assisted stretching program that's designed to help you improve your flexibility, decrease stress, and make you feel better. Contact Joiner Therapy and ask for the Flexed and Focus program. It's time to unlock your potential and move without restriction. Joiner Therapy, where movement is medicine.
Welcome back to the red here at center field. Lady Bulldogs are down by a couple of runs as we go to the top of the third inning. And Hadley Hunt back to work. As she's about 34 pitches into this game. She'll face the 3-4-5 hitters, and the first pitch is called a ball. So 1-0 the count here. This is Kinsley Green. She's the third baseman who singled and scored back in the first. She scored on an error by Kinsley Stewart over at first. One-0 pitch coming home from Hunt. That one's a ball. 2-0. Hunt has not walked anybody, though, today. She's just given up those 4 runs on 5 hits. And one of the 5 hits was an infield single. One of them was kind of a bunt. Just a soft roller. 2-0. This ball hit hard in the left center field gap. Riley Hathaway will come and get it. That's a leadoff single, so the leadoff man has reached all 3 innings now for the Centurions.
Kelly Crane.
2 for 2 today is Green. And Callie Crane is the second baseman, had an RBI single in the first and scored as well. So she's 1 for 1. And here comes the pitch. That one hit the other way towards right. Reynolds going back on it. Makes the catch for out number 1. Good catch from Kinsley. One pitch, 1 out.
Anderson, Ledbetter on deck.
Hayden Anderson coming up now. She struck out on a drop third strike, got thrown out by the catcher Ava Brown, as Anderson's the center fielder. Where's number 3? Runner at first and 1 out. And the first pitch is called a ball. 1-0 the count. Next pitch will be number 40 for Hadley Hunt. And the 1-0 coming home. Ooh, got a good call there. It's been fun watching the ABS challenge system that they allow in Major League Baseball now, calling balls and strikes. Salvador Perez had 2 on the same hitter last night and overturned the home plate umpire. A lot more pressure, I think, now on the umpires because of that. I doubt it ever comes to this level. So the count's 2 balls and a strike. Pitch clock may be in baseball, but it's taken this long just to get the shot clock in basketball. 2-1 pitch, outside ball 3. Again, Hunt's not walked anybody yet today, as she's working against the 5-0 hitter, Hayden Anderson. Got her to strike out her first time. The 3-1 pitch. That ball popped up. Stewart chasing towards the fence, and it's foul. And out of play. Good news is that's strike 2. Big pitch coming, 3-2. Runner at first, one out here in the top of the third. That's a ball outside. Ball 4, and runners are at first and second now for Century.
Pitcher Bryson Ledbetter, Adams on deck.
Hayden Anderson is at first, Green at second. Bryceland Ledbetter, the pitcher today for Century, to the plate. She's 0 for 1 today. She popped up to the pitcher hunt for the second out of the first inning. 4 runs in the first, none in the second for the Centurions. Harrisburg got both of those and theirs in the first as well, as that one's hit towards the vehicles. Foul and out of play for strike 1. So no balls and a strike. Hadley Hunt gets the call. Steps back on the plate. The 0-1 pitch coming home to home plate. Upstairs, this one hit and put in play. Center field, Hathaway settles underneath and makes the catch for out number 2, and that's a big one for Hunt. So still 2 on, only 1 in scoring position. Mallory Adams coming to the plate. She ended the first inning with a strikeout swinging. She was the second strikeout victim for Hunt today. She's waiting for the call from her head coach, Hunter Kruger, who's down at third, I do believe. Jake Stewart letting the outfield know any ball in the outfield goes home. That's okay to do in this situation. So there is 2 outs. That one's in the dirt, and ball 1. Softball will be at DuQuoin on Monday. They will be at Hamilton County on Tuesday. And then they're done for the week until Saturday. Well, they'll have another round robin here at the Red. That'll be our only softball game we do next week. It's a 1-0 pitch. Actually, there'll be 2 that day. As next go around, since we got Century and El Dorado or Galatia today, we'll get Gallatin County and Pope County next week. And Harrisburg's already played Pope this season. That was part of a doubleheader that they had on Wednesday this week. 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3. 1 walk already in the inning. It was a single, a fly out to right, a walk, and a pop-up to the center fielder Hathaway. That's how this inning has gone. Mallory Adams is at the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's the 7-0 hitter in this lineup. I'd just attack the strike zone here if I'm Hunt. Player on deck already has a single today, 3-0. Ground ball left side, should be 3. Douglas goes to second to Bergen, and they get the force out for the third out of the inning. Couple of more reach for the Centurions, and they still lead, but they don't score anymore as we go to the home half of the third inning. Lady Bulldogs will send top of the order, Brown, Douglas, and Hunt to the plate when we come back on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
My name is Eric Widges, CEO of FSB Insurance Agency. What makes us different and what makes us special is that we've been serving the Harrisburg community since 1945. We have an award-winning team recognized by a regional carrier as an Agency of the Year, ready to serve you in any way possible, whether that's answering the phone in person, being here in the office, or ready to serve you with a Coke or a Sprite. This is our community. Whether it's your home, your auto, a life policy, or your benefits, we're here to protect what matters most.
Gavin's Car Care, located on North Main Street in Harrisburg, is a proud supporter of the Harrisburg Bulldog Athletics. Gavin says it's not too early to get that full detail on your vehicle before fall gets here, or maybe you just only have time for a quick wash and wax. Gavin's Car Care has a full selection of car detailing options. Gavin's Car Care, 618-499-6543. Call them today and tell them you heard about it right here on Bulldog Media.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning, and the Lady Bulldogs are trailing in this one, 4-2, but still plenty of time to get back into it. We're moving fairly quickly. Don't want to jinx anything, but we're about 45 minutes or so into this one. And we're back to the top of the order. Harrisburg got both runs in the first inning. Ava Brown saw 3 pitches and swung at all of them. Hit all of them pretty hard. Fortunately, just got underneath the last one that she sent out to left field to Adams. And that's how she was retired. The first pitch here, she swung at everything today, and this one's out to left again. Good hit, just right at her. And that is out number 1 to start the third. And there's nothing that you can really be upset about when you're hitting the ball like that. Just unfortunately hitting them right to them.
This is the start of the third.
This is the start of the bottom of the third. I had it in the bottom of the third. You just updated it. So now go to the bottom of the current inning.
My fault. Apologize.
You didn't trust me to do it.
Well, you know how it is.
At the plate, McKinder Douglas showing bunt. Lets it go by for ball 1. She popped up to the third baseman Green in the first inning. Lady Bearcats are rolling in on Shaw Street. Luckily, Hunt's not at the plate right now. Who knows? Douglas could maybe knock one out of here. Lady Bulldog Sr. And the count, 2 balls and no strikes to McKinder Douglas.
And the pitch. High for ball 3.
Almost hit her. McKinder's already been hit today in a collision at second base. Still don't really understand what happened.
Counts 3-0. 1 out. Bottom of the third. And the pitch. Strike 1. So McKinder thought she had that walk.
Three. She just fall. Yes, she did. I did this morning too. It's dark. This one ripped out to left, but foul. And she wants. Yep, she fell. She just doesn't want to say it. Laney be tripping. That's how they say that today.
Trey be getting whipped when he gets home.
She brought some meat for Ryan Hunt to grill. We're going with chicken today. We'll switch it up next Saturday. Payoff pitch coming home. Ooh, she thought about it. Ball 4. Douglas reaches base for the first time today. First walk issued from Bryceland Ledbetter, who's been pretty solid, not at 40 pitches quite yet. But she's only given up 2 runs on 2 hits, and that was all in the first. She got a 1-2-3 in the second against the 7-8-9 hitters. And Hadley Hunt coming to the plate already with a double and a run scored today. And the pitch. Ball ripped into center for a base hit. She is the Aaron Judge of softball.
Absolutely.
She just gets on, and she clobbers the baseball.
Is not bashful about it one bit.
No. She just, if it's anywhere close, it's getting hit. She's 2 for 2 today. And that's why she's getting to play at the next level at Shawnee next year. Kinsley Stewart now at the plate. First pitch. Watches go by for a ball. She was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored in the first. She's got Douglas at second, who walked. Hunt, who just singled at first. Hadley will run for herself now. And the 1-0 pitch coming. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Bulldog baseball got a win last night. They played Peoria. 1-1. That's a bunt foul. And a count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
How about a final score for the JV?
Already?
Already. Final.
What's the final?
14-2. Harrisburg.
Beat Galatia?
Beat Galatia Brings Harrisburg 2-2 on the season.
1-2 pitch, hit out to center, went back on it. Did Anderson makes the catch? Runner tagging Douglas and isn't safely. And the Century fans and team disagree. Good base running from Douglas. Stewart's retired on the fly ball to center. So runners at the corners for the Lady Dogs with 2 outs, and here's Briley Bergen. Last time up, there were 2 outs. She had 2 on base, and, well, they were at the corners, and she drove them in. Briley Bergen, a 2 RBI single, and going to second is Hadley Hunt. She didn't seem confident in that, but she went. And so there's runners at second and third now for Bergen. She could have all 4 RBIs and tie this game with 1 swing of the bat right here. Briley swings on it, rolls it over to short. Van Meter's got to be quick because Bergen is 2, and she got her over at first. Lady Dogs strand 2 at third and second base here in the third. We go to the fourth here at the Red. Harrisburg down by 2 runs on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Mackey's Pizza in Harrisburg is known for their legendary thin crust pizza, but they also have great salads, sandwiches, and even spaghetti. Don't forget half-price breadstick Mondays. Basically, buy one, get one free. And you can't beat their pizza sauce, which comes with the breadsticks. Mackey's Pizza, a Harrisburg institution for over 50 years. Be sure to give Mackey's Pizza a call, 618-252-6368 today. Whenever you are craving a sweet treat, don't just sit there. Get up, get in the car, and head down to Harrisburg Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen has tons of sweet treats that will fix that craving. Whether it's the Blizzard of the Month, the Peanut Buster Parfait, Banana Split, or just a good old dilly bar, Julie and the crew will get you the sweet treat you are craving. Be sure to mention Bulldog Media when you stop by. Open as early as 9 a.m. or as late as 9 p.m. That's Harrisburg Dairy Queen at 605 South Commercial Street in Harrisburg.
Be a part of the action at SIC.
I love being a part of an award-winning team.
And I can continue to play the sport I love.
Playing near home means family in the stands.
Be a part of the action at SIC.
To the top of the fourth inning we go. First pitch swinging and foul. Off the end of the bat of the 8-hole hitter, Emerson George. I keep wanting to say Emerson Green. Emerson George, the first baseman, wears 15. She's 1 for 1 today. An infield single back in the second inning. She was stranded at second base as Hunt was able to retire the next 3. Century has scored 4. They've left 3 on as they have 4 runs on 6 hits. And there's a good snag from Mills over at third. Completes it with the throw. No. Low throw. E5. And that's unfortunate. Third defensive error on the Lady Dogs today. Which is so unfortunate because she got that thing. That's a tough ball to get. Backhand it to her left. Just couldn't complete the throw. A little bit low. And so George reaches for the second time today, and J.C. Edwards, the 9-hole hitter, to the plate. Left-handed batter. She grounded out to Stewart. Her last time up. Hit her glove, then Bergen ran all the way over to pick it up and hand it back to Stewart for a 3-4-3 in the scorebook.
So she started on batting left, now she's going to bat right.
That's what they call a switch hitter. How many times can they switch, KT? Oh, really?
That's why I was asking. I didn't think they could do it in a bat.
I know they could in a bat. I just don't know if there was a limit. That one's foul. And a count, 0-2. I wish I could do that. I can barely hit one way. I do want to try to hit off Hadley one day. I'm gonna do it before she graduates. See how hard it is.
She's gonna take you to school.
Yeah, she probably is. 0-2. Because if anything's hitting the infield, I'm getting thrown out. I know that. Mills does not have to worry.
No, I'm too fat to even think about it.
Big people can run.
Yeah, they just don't stop.
Yeah, that's true. 1-2. Outside ball 2. You got to think about big guys. I mean, you got I think Rowdy Telez is still playing baseball. He's a big old dude. That Daniel Vogelback guy.
There's a big difference in there though, because they're what they call in shape.
Yeah.
Jamal is the totally opposite of that. But I mean,
then you got some chunkies. I mean, Jose Ramirez, he's a stolen base guy. I consider him kind of big, as this one's popped up, and Brown almost got it.
I guess Round's a shape, isn't it?
Yeah, Round is a shape. Hunt nearing 60 pitches as we're in the top of the 4th inning.
Good win for baseball JV team. 14-2 in 5 innings.
Hunt looking for an out on a 2-2 pitch to the 9-hole hitter. Bounces way out in front of Brown for ball 3. The count runs full. Hadley has 1 walk. It came in the 3rd. Upstairs, ball 4, second walk issued from Hunt today. And the first 2 reach here in the 4th. And what's bad is we go to the top of the order now. That was the bottom half of the lineup doing their part. And here's J. Lee Van Meter, who is 1 for 2. A single run scored, stole a base in the 1st. Flew out to center field in the 2nd. Hunt throws the pitch. Got 1 foul at the plate, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs and a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Hadley Hunt. Outside for ball 2, 2-1 the count. A reach on error for Emerson George. J.C. Edwards just walked. Van Meter at the plate. As shown, she's not afraid to swing the bat in this one already. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. And here comes pitch number 64 for Hadley Hunt. Looking for a strike. It was over the plate. It's sent out to left field. Thomas to her left. Won't get there. Gets down. Picked up at the fence. 1 run scores. And it's 5-2 Century. Second hit of the day for Van Meter.
How many hits total they have?
That is the 7th hit today for the Centurions. So runners at first and second again. And it continues, Bailey Crane. This kind of looks like the first inning. The first 4 reached, then Hadley went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. Crane doubled and scored in the first, flew out to left in the second. That's who's at the plate now, and here's the pitch. That one hit the other way on the infield, and Stewart gets in front of Bergen to make the catch for a big out, number 1.
Nice catch.
See if Hadley can get the next 2. This is a girl she's not been able to retire today. Kinsley Green, the 3-hole hitter, singled and scored on an error in the first, and singled and was stranded at third in the third. As this pitch is low for a ball, count 1 ball, no strikes.
Busy day in MLB today, isn't it?
Yeah, opening weekend. 1-0, outside ball 2. Well, these hitters are making Hunt work. Going deep into counts. And a 2-0 pitch. Hit hard up the middle and under the glove of a diving Douglas. And they're going to send the runner home. Here's the throw. Brown gets the catch. No, it comes out of her glove. Now they got him in a rundown. Throws it to second. Now to third. She's safe. Everybody's safe. And the Centurions lead 6-2. Van Meter goes to third all the way from first. RBI single, 3 for 3 now is Kinsley Green. No visit to the circle. 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and an error this inning with a pop up to the first baseman. Lady Dogs down by 4. They're undefeated. That one past Mills. Into left field. That scores a run. It's 7-2. Two for 3 now is Callie Crane. Couldn't even tell you her name before she got back to swinging. And now it's Hayden Anderson. 7th batter to come to the plate this inning. She has struck out and she's walked. Upstairs, ball 1. And Red Stafford's going to come out and chat. Pause in action brought to you by our State Farm Insurance agent, Shane Gooden, 618-252-7000. Perfect. There he is in the corner, 120 South Commercial Street. And Red going to go out and give Hadley and probably the defense, too, a little pep talk. 70 pitches now for Hunt. And this inning started with an error by the third baseman Mills. Edwards reached on a walk. RBI single from Van Meter. Then a pop-up. After that, Edwards then scored on the RBI single from Green, and then Van Meter just scored on the RBI single from Crane. So that's how things have gone. So right now, 7 runs on, it was only 4 runs on 6 hits coming into the inning. Now it's 7 runs on 7, 8, 9 hits, 2 walks, and an error. Red Stafford ends that meeting with a pat on the back to his pitcher, Hadley Hunt, here in Game 1. Sure, we'll see Maddie Walker in Game 2 against the Galatia Lady Bearcats. The 1-0 pitch is coming to Hayden Anderson, the 5-hole hitter for the Centurions. That one hit out to right field. Reynolds ready for it, makes the catch. No runners tag, and that's out number 2. And here's the opposing pitcher. And she is the only one that has not reached base today for the Centurions, believe it or not. Brycelyn Ledbetter, she's been good in the circle. She's popped up on the infield and out to center to Riley Hathaway in her last at bat. So she's 0 for 2, and the 8th batter to come to the plate this inning. And the first pitch is coming home. Ground ball right side, diving Bergen under a glove into right for a base hit. That will not score a run. They're going to load him up for Century with 2 outs. And now every Centurion has reached base today. Good on. That was a nice effort.
Nice effort, yeah, because, I mean, that could very well scored 1, possibly 2 runs there.
Yeah, Brycelyn Ledbetter, that's who reached, but Briley Bergen, the second baseman, good dive, just somehow got under the glove. 9th hitter to the plate, Mallory Adams. She reached on a fielder's choice her last at bat. Struck out swinging back in the first. The pitch, that one tipped for strike 1 at the plate. Forgot to tell you, this Century team, they're 1-4 on the year. They look a little bit better than 1-4 on the year.
Yes, they do.
Maybe they've played Carterville 5 times. Or 4 times. So they probably wouldn't beat. Carterville's almost unbeatable. 0-1 pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 2. Adam Hill's here at the ballpark today. We saw him somewhere. Not sure if he's still here.
Yeah, whenever I was out there working on the camera, he was up in the bleachers.
Okay.
Up here by the dugout.
Out here supporting the Lady Bulldogs. He loves their basketball team, and he knows many of them play this as well. Of course, Hathaway, Reynolds, Stewart, Brown, Douglas.
And we appreciate everything he does for us.
Yeah.
Coming out and helping games and stuff like that. And
ask Jake, say, hey, you don't do boy or girls games with me because you coach, and so does Marty. You got anybody? So I got this Adam Hill guy. I'm like, well, bring him. And he did great.
And well fed. I mean, I like just sitting talking to him.
Wing and a miss, strike 3. Third one today for Hunt. And that is the end of the 4th inning, where Century gets 3 more runs on a total of 4 more hits, an error, and a walk. We go to the home half of the 4th. Dogs need some runs. Let's get them when we come back on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
This year, Farrell Hospital is proud to celebrate 100 years of caring for our community. From our beginnings in 1925 to today, we've been here for you and your family. From primary care to orthopedic services, cancer care, and surgery, you can depend on us to provide expert care close to home. Because when it comes to your health, you shouldn't have to travel far. Farrell Hospital, right here for your health when it matters most.
Have you done all the planning for your next home project, but you just can't decide where you want to get all of your material to get the job done? Avoid driving to Marion or Paducah and buy right here in Harrisburg with Barnes Lumber Company. Barnes Lumber Company will have all you will need for your next home project, big or small. Plus, you save time, gas, and money when you shop local at Barnes Lumber. Visit them at 318 West Lincoln Avenue in Harrisburg or give them a call, 618-253-7277.
Back here at the Red, we go to the home half of the 4th inning. That was a long top of the 4th inning. 3 more runs for the Centurions. They lead the ball game by 5. Due up for the Dogs, 6, 7, 8 hitters, starting with Emma Mills, who watches strike 1 go in there from the lefty. Brycelyn Ledbetter, who's been solid, only 2 runs and 3 total hits, and 2 of those came in that first inning. She's also walked 1 and struck out 1. As this one is hit the other way, foul territory and strike 2. Mills flew out to center field to end the first. She's 0 for 1 today. And the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit into left field off the shortstop Van Meter's glove. And it's a leadoff single for the Lady Bulldogs, and the first time the leadoff man's been able to reach today.
Well, maybe that's a good sign, Trey.
And the 4th hit. Yeah, see if the Dogs can get something going against Ledbetter. Maddie Walker couldn't her first time against her. She struck out swinging in the second, 0 for 1 today. So good seeing that internet stay red.
Yes, it is.
We need one of them cameras.
Which ones?
One of these here. I can't show you. Actually, I can't rewind. I'll show you in a little bit. A long walk up for Walker here. There we go. She wanted to hear her favorite part of her song. First pitch coming home. Outside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, our new wireless adapter will be here midweek.
Tuesday or Wednesday. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, called a strike on the inner part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Walker's got to be careful. She struck out her first time up today. Well, we were just talking. It's supposed to rain a bunch here this next week. 1-1. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Let's hope that brings some warmer weather.
Yeah, I hope. I was surprised. I got up this morning, walked outside, and how cold it was.
1-2, ground ball to short. Goes off her chest. She throws to second in time for the out. And score that one a 6-4 fielder's choice. Nice play from Van Meter. Was able to gather that one quick enough to get Mills. Walker's on for the first time today on a fielder's choice. And Avery Thomas comes to the plate 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman Green back in the second inning. That was a 1-2-3 inning for Ledbetter. First pitch, upstairs for a ball. Inside ball 2. The 2-0 pitch coming home. Ball 3. Good takes here from Avery Thomas. With a runner at first base and one gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Crowd's starting to feel a little bit. A little pop-up 10 out there and outfield.
Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Second time Lady Dogs have been walked today. First one was a McKinder Douglas there in the last inning. In the third. And so Thomas reaches. She's at first. Maddie Walker's at second. And at the plate, Riley Hathaway. Lady Bulldog freshman. 0 for 1. Flew out to center field in the second inning. And there's a strike. A 1 pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hathaway. Riley back in the box. Where's number 9? Rips one right into the glove of the third baseman, and it's a double play. And that's the luck Lady Dogs have had today. They trail by 5 as we go to the 5th inning here at the Red on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
You've been looking for some auto insurance? Well, buckle up with State Farm and get auto insurance in Harrisburg that fits your needs. You've got plenty of options, from collision and comprehensive to rental and rideshare. If you need more than an auto policy for the family, they provide car insurance coverage for new drivers, business travelers, collectors, and more. Not to mention, State Farm is the largest auto insurance provider in the U.S. You could even save more by combining the purchase of auto and home policies. So go see Shane Gooden in Harrisburg. He'll get you taken care of.
Are you in the need of a roof? How about peace of mind? Ranco Roofing is the home of the 50-year roof warranty. Ranco Roofing offers free roof inspections and estimates. They also have financing available. Ranco Roofing, 618-594-1178. Call for all your residential and commercial roofing needs or visit them, rancoroof.com. Ranco Roofing, serving all of Southern Illinois, are proud sponsors of the Harrisburg Bulldogs here on Bulldog Media.
Back here at center field at the Red, Trey Reamer, Jamal Oxford with you. Bulldog Media U2. We go to the top of the 5th inning, due up for Century, who's having a pretty good day here at the Red. They lead it by 5 runs, and they'll have their 8-9 one-hitters due up here in the inning.
Yeah, Century's playing like they're undefeated.
Yeah. Harrisburg's undefeated. Only gave up 5 runs all season. They've given up 7 today, and that one's ripped off the end of the bat of the 8-hole hitter, Emerson George, who is at an infield single, reached on an error in that 4th inning where 9 came to the plate. She scored there, but she's behind in the count 0-1 to Hadley Hunt. And the 0-1 pitch coming home. Over to third. Mills has to make a good throw. She does in time for out number 1. First time George has been retired. And J.C. Edwards to the plate.
Maybe that'll get something started for him.
Edwards grounded out in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th. That kind of camera right there.
Yeah, imagine. We only need one. We can do the whole show.
Yeah.
That's one of those zip line cameras.
Yeah.
The guy, they're on a steel cable, and
Hard rip right over to short to McKendra Douglas for out number 2. And Hadley Hunt's 1 out away from her first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Some good defense here to start from the Lady Dogs, who do have 3 errors today.
I think it'd be neat to have a drone camera.
Yeah, drones.
Which we got a couple. We got a buddy of ours that he does that, and he's very good at it. Jared Long.
This one's a little blooper off of Van Meter's bat. It's caught by the first baseman, Stewart. How about that? A 1-2-3 inning. First one of the day for Hunt. Time to stretch in softballs. We go to the home half of the 5th inning. Lady Dogs down by 5 on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Hi, I'm Amy Dixon, Superintendent, and we love partnering with Farmers State Bank and My FSB Insurance. Farmers State Bank and My FSB Insurance show up. They show up in big ways for our students, for our staff, and for the community. FSB has been here this morning serving coffee to our staff. They provide lunch when needed, but it's beyond the monetary donations. It's that personal commitment. They love them well, and they support us in our endeavors, and we appreciate all that they do.
Are you having problems with your home or business's electrical system? Is a Generac generator in your near future? Maybe you're building your dream home. Well, Sullivan Electric is there for you. At Sullivan Electric, we are 4 generations strong of IBEW trained electricians serving Southern Illinois. From preventative maintenance to emergencies and anything in between, call on the trusted professionals at Sullivan Electric, our family serving yours. We are reliable, affordable, and professional. Give Mike a call today at 618-926-3304.
Welcome back to the Red. It's a 7-2 lead for the visitors, the Centurions, who are about to play Glacier right after this. Then Harrisburg will play Glacier later in the afternoon. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Ava Brown has seen 4 pitches, and she's hit all 4 of them. She's 0 for 2, though, on a couple that went hard out to left field. And the first pitch to her finally lays off one for a ball.
Bottom of the 5th, right?
Yep. And this next pitch will be number 60. For Brycelyn Ledbetter. She's been pretty darn solid today. Got to give her credit where it's due. That ball's ripped down the third base line and hits the tarp.
She was wanting a piece of that, wasn't she?
Hope them Glacier girls don't hit your satellite.
Who?
They're hitting in that field right there.
I hope they don't either. Oh, my lands.
Send them a bill.
We just got it rolling.
Yeah, we did. The 1-1 pitch coming home. This one's popped up. Shallow center, and it's in the Bermuda Triangle, but it's caught by the shortstop. Van Meter makes a play. Put a star next to that one in your book.
Wow. Great catch.
I call that area the Bermuda Triangle just because it's where balls go to die.
Especially when you got 3 of them, one after it,
Well, I'm putting a star in my book there for Van Meter. Robbed Brown, and I wasn't paying attention. She may have already been on her way to second. That one was up there. And that would have been two bags probably for if that one drops, as there's one foul from Douglas. Yeah, nobody's on the field. She may have went 3. Shoot. Nothing in 1 to Douglas, who's walked her last time up in the 3rd, was stranded at 3rd, also popped up to the 3rd baseman, as that's a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Lady Bulldog senior. I'm glad she's still in the game. There was a collision at second base early in this ball game. Back in the 1st inning defensively. Had her shook up, reaching at her head and her neck. She rips this one foul the other way. Well, the wind's blowing enough to blow the Bulldog flag, not enough to move America. One-two pitch. Popped up on the infield. Pitcher says she's got it, and she does. Does Ledbetter, and she's looking for a 1-2-3 inning that Hunt had in the top of the 5th inning on 5 pitches.
Well, speaking of Hunt.
Hunt is seeing the softball like a beach ball right now, at least today. Doubled in the 1st and scored. Singled on the first pitch she saw from Ledbetter in the 3rd and was stranded at second base. First pitch coming. Ripped hard right into the glove of Green at third. Wow, hard hit ball for Hunt, and that's the end of the fifth. 6 up, 6 down total in the inning. We go to the sixth here at the Red, a 5-run lead for Century on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Stanley's Food Systems is a new sponsor this year on Bulldog Media. One of the Stanley's signature products is their Stanley's Italian Beef Seasoning. It goes great with beef, pork, chicken, turkey, deer, and so many additional products. You can get your seasoning today at Big John's in El Dorado and also the Millstone Market in Carrier Mill. So don't wait. Go get your Stanley's Italian Beef Seasoning today.
Are you looking for an attorney who actually cares? Well, if you are, let me introduce you to Colby Smith Peters of Smith Peters Law Firm. Colby specializes in personal injury, car accidents, wrongful death, and workman's comp. He offers free consultation on all injury cases, and you only pay if you win. Colby also does estate planning, trust, estate administration, and also probate of wills and real estate transactions. Colby is a true fighter that he learned growing up right here in Harrisburg. A former Bulldog himself, supports the Harrisburg Bulldogs here on Bulldog Media.
Well, if you like good defense, you'd like that fifth inning. Is 6 up, 6 down. Both pitchers got their 1, 2, 3 innings. First of the day for both as well. As we go to the top of the sixth inning, I lied actually. Ledbetter did have that 1, 2, 3 in the second inning, but regardless, we go to the sixth. 5-run lead for the Centurions, and they have their 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. First one is 0 for her last 2, but did double, drove in a run and scored in the first, and that one is up the middle for a base hit for Bailey Crane, her second of the day. She's got 2 of the 11 hits. 7 runs on 11 hits for the Centurions. Harrisburg Lady Bulldogs got both of their runs back in the first and only have a total of 4 hits today. First pitch coming to Kinsley Green, who is 3 for 3 today. 3 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Was stranded twice today, as that's ball 1, as the Centurions have left 6 on base as a team against Tadley Hunt. One 0 pitch coming home. Ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch coming home. This one popped up on the infield. Bergen and Douglas want to fight for it. Bergen gets it. Out number 1. Here's Kaylee Crane, or Callie, K-A-L-I. Well, that's what KT says. Callie. Crane is 2 for 3, 2 RBI singles and a run scored. She split that with a fly ball to right field to Reynolds for the first out in that third inning. First pitch to her is low for a ball, and that was pitch number 85 of the game for Hunt. One 0 pitch coming home. Ground ball, and the shortstop Douglas gets it, turns 1 and almost got 2, goes past Stewart, and she's thinking about going 2, and she stays there. Woo! Good play there from Douglas. Fielder's choice for out number 2 gets Bailey Crane. Callie Crane's at first. So 2 gone, and Hayden Anderson to the plate. She's 0 for 2, a strikeout in the first, flew out in the fourth to right field, and walked in the third.
Do you find your blue pin I left here?
Yes.
Okay.
I leave it at Mountain Dew?
Yes.
Hard liner off a Hunt. She's going to give up and let Bergen try to make a play, and instead it's an infield single. And that's runners at first and second now with 2 outs. I'd have chased that thing down and threw it over there if I was Hunt to get out of the inning. That maybe stung, though.
Yeah.
Taking it like a champ. Here's the opposing pitcher, Ledbetter, who reached for the first time in her last at-bat. This one popped up foul territory, almost caught by Douglas. She traveled the most distance there. at short.
Yeah. Good hustle on her part.
1-3 is the line for Ledbetter. A pop up to the pitcher. One to center field to Hathaway, and then, like I said, singled last time up, off speed, rolls it to the right side. Bergen throws it to first in time. Out number 3. Couple are stranded for the Centurions, but they still hold a 5-run lead as we go to the home half of the 6th on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
My name is Eric Widges, CEO of FSB Insurance Agency. What makes us different and what makes us special is that we've been serving the Harrisburg community since 1945. We have an award-winning team recognized by a regional carrier as an Agency of the Year, ready to serve you in any way possible, whether that's answering the phone in person, being here in the office, or ready to serve you with a Coke or a Sprite. This is our community. Whether it's your home, your auto, a life policy, or your benefits, we're here to protect what matters most.
Have you been needing some concrete work done, but you just don't know who to call? Well, think no more. Hicks Concrete is ready to help. From residential to commercial, they do it all. Driveways, sidewalks, patios, house slabs, and so much more. That's Hicks Concrete in Harrisburg. Call Hicks Concrete today at 618-499-2946. Again, that's 618-499-2946.
Back at the red, the 5-0 Lady Bulldogs are down by 5 as we go to the 7th, or the home half of the 6th inning, And we've got our 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Kinsley Stewart, Briley Bergen, Emma Mills combined. 2 hits, a hit by pitch, 2 fly balls, and a ground out. Same pitcher, Ledbetter in the circle for Century, and her 67th pitch of the game is a strike. So the count, no balls and 1 strike. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Ledbetter in the 5th. And there's a swing and a miss from Stewart, who went fishing for one outside the zone. Lady Dogs have struck out once today as a team, came back in the 2nd inning. Other than that, they've been putting the ball in play, or they got hit by a pitch or walked. 2 walks today from Ledbetter. That one fouled off for strike 2 still.
I like to run a speed test to see what it is when we broadcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hard luck.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch coming home. This one popped up, foul territory. Third baseman wants it, and she misses it. Overran it, maybe lost it in the sun to Green. What'd you do with my softball?
I brought up here. I thought you took it.
I got this out of Jake Stewart's trunk this morning.
Steal it?
Yeah.
Outstanding.
I don't know if it means anything to him.
Hold up ransom.
I'll autograph it and put it back. 0-2 pitch. Off speed, patient, over to short. Van Meter's been great at shortstop today. Throws around at first for the first out of the inning. That is 5 straight retired for Bryceland Ledbetter. 1 gone, and Briley Bergen to the plate. She's 1 for 2 today. She had a 2 RBI single with 2 outs in the first inning that gave Harrisburg their only 2 runs of the game. She grounded out to the shortstop, Van Meter, after that.
Yeah, you got to sign it. Cooking with Stu.
Yeah. Ooh, that fouled back to the net for strike 1. Again, Galatia's going to play next. We are at almost 1:30. Almost 1:30, and it's about an hour and a half in. Galatia Century will play next, as that's an 0-2 pitch now, or an 0-2 count now, as that one's fouled.
Trying to take out Coach Mo.
And then we'll play tonight, or I shouldn't say tonight, later today.
And the pitch is in. Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch
Upstairs, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here in the home half of the 6th. And you really like to get at least a couple here and don't make it all have to come in the 7th inning if the Lady Dogs are going to get the victory today. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Second time Lady Dogs have struck out today. First time via the backwards K. Brought to you by Joiner Therapy. 618-252-7171. So 2 gone. And Emma Mills at the plate, 1 for 2. Flew out to center and singled in the 4th inning. Got out on a fielder's choice, ground ball, and it's foul, says the home plate umpire. For strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch coming to Mills. Hard grounder over to second. Crane throws it to first in time. And that's the 3rd out. 7 up, 7 down for Ledbetter in the last 7 hitters for Harrisburg. It'll be all up to the 7th inning. Century looks for insurance. The Dogs look for a come-from-behind victory when we come back on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
Bulldog Media launched its first year of broadcasting in 2024. We cover volleyball, football, boys and girls basketball, baseball, softball, and even some bowling. We couldn't do any of it without any of our amazing sponsors, including Southern Trust. Southern Trust wants to wish all Bulldog teams good luck this season, and they are a proud sponsor of all things Bulldog athletics right here on Bulldog Media. Ethan Grounds DMD specializes in general and cosmetic dentistry. Outside of adult and child cleanings, his office also offers dental implants, smile makeovers, same-day dentistry, adult orthodontics, teeth whitening, and more. Ethan's passion has always been his patients and providing a service that can improve their overall health and confidence. So go see Ethan Grounds in Harrisburg today. Ethan Grounds DMD, hometown care, beautiful result.
Well, back at the red, it's a 7-2 Century to lead here in the first of 3 games today. Only 2 for Harrisburg, but we're going to hand the ball from one Hunt to another. From the senior to the freshman, Hadley Hunt's line is done, 89 pitches. As she went 6 innings, she gave up a total of 7 runs on 14 hits. I'm a liar. 12 hits, and she walked 2 and struck out 3. That's the final line for Hadley Hunt. Now Holly Hunt comes in. She's again a freshman, younger sister, and she'll have to deal with the 7, 8, 9 hitters, starting with Mallory Adams, who's 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts and reached on a fielder's choice today. Adams in the box, ready to go. Holly's pitch. That's a bunt, gets down. Emma Mills goes to get it, the throw, and she took too much time in the hand. And that's another infield single. They are picking on the hot corner today for Harrisburg.
Yes, they are.
Third one of those today. And Emerson George to the plate. 1 for 2. This one's popped up on the infield. They're going to try to double her off. Good attempt there for Douglas, but first out of the inning for Hunt on 1 pitch. To that hitter at least. And J.C. Edwards to the plate. 0 for 2. A ground ball, a line out, and a walk and scored in the 4th inning. And the first pitch. Ground ball right side. Charging in is Bergen to first in timeout number 2. I like the work from Holly Hunt. Score that one 4-3. And we go back to the top of the order with Jaylee Van Meter, who is 2 for 4. 2 singles, a stolen base, an RBI, a pop-up, and a flyout is her line. First time she's facing Holly Hunt. Holly's ready with the pitch. Ground ball left side, Mills. Past her glove, then into Douglas. And that's an infield single. Runners are at the corners. Bailey Crane to the plate. 2 for 4, a double RBI in the first and scored. Fly out to left, pop up to the first baseman, and a single last time up in the sixth. Hawley has not let the ball leave the infield. Just can't get some help from the defense right now. With 2 gone and runners at the corners, the count no balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Upstairs outside, and that is going to score a run on a wild pitch. 8-2.
Is that considered an error?
No. This was almost a 1-2-3 inning. And now it extends the count, 2 balls and a strike. So a girl who's got 2 hits today. 2-1 pitch. Out to left field. Thomas to her left. That's down in the gap. Scores 1 easily. 9-2 the score. And in with her second double of the day is Bailey Crane.
That was hit right there in the gap.
Literally, this was almost a 1-2-3 inning for Holly. That's the first ball that's really been hit hard. And Kinsley Green comes to the plate. 3 for 4. 3 singles, an RBI run scored, and a pop-up. Her last time up to Bergen over at second base. That was a part of the 6th inning. First pitch from Holly. Ripped into left field, and that's a base hit. And they are going to hold the runner up at third. And that puts them at the corners with just 2 outs here in the 7th inning. 4th hit today for Green.
Wow. Gotta love the net. Here's the pitch.
That one's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Harrisburg trying to avoid their first loss of the season. But right now, they're going to make it tough. They're going to have to at least get 7 to tie as of now. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Outside for a ball there.
That had some movement on it. Here's a 2-0 pitch.
That one hit the other way and just foul. A couple of feet off the line. And that'll make the count 2 balls and a strike. Wind is blowing out to left center field here at the red. Hit the other way on the ground. Bergen to Stewart. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. But Century adds 2 more runs on 3 or 4 hits, actually, in the 7th inning. And we go to the home half. Dogs looking to come from behind when we come back on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
At Farmers State Bank, our work starts with people, the ones behind the counter and the ones across it. We're the familiar faces greeting you with a smile, the helping hands making sure you leave with answers and not questions. And when we step outside these walls, you'll find us right beside you, cheering you on, showing up, and celebrating what makes our hometown special. Because the truth is, we're not just in this community, we're part of it. Your story shapes ours, and every success here makes us all stronger. And remember, at Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
Best One Tire and Service knows the most important things in your life ride with you. That's why you can always count on Best One Tire and Service to be your trusted full-service auto care expert. Visit bestonetire.com today to request an appointment from one of our many locations. Tires, oil changes, maintenance, and more.
Best One Tire and Service makes saving easy. Get instant savings up to $230 on select tires. Plus, we have financing. Tires and Service now, pay later. Best One, selling tires, serving people.
Hey Bulldog Nation, we're proud to partner with the City of Harrisburg to bring you this hometown update. Coming up on June 13th, don't miss the brand new Barbecue in the Bird Pitmaster competition at the Harrisburg Amphitheater, featuring great food, great competition, and hometown pride. Then celebrate America's 250th on July 4th. There'll be a parade at 1 p.m. and a car show that'll start at 4 at the amphitheater. Fireworks light up the sky at dusk. Pork and Jeans food truck will be on site. For more information, watch the City of Harrisburg Facebook page or call City Hall.
Well, back at the Red, they are going to stick with their lefty, who's been phenomenal today. Bryceland Ledbetter only giving up 2 runs. Both of those should say, was all the way back in the first inning. Since then, she's only given up 2 base hits, 2 walks, and she struck out 2. And so Harrisburg will have their 7, 8, 9 hitters due up, starting with Maddie Walker, who watches strike 1 go by across. She struck out swinging in the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. Harrisburg has stranded 4 total batters/runners on base today. As the 0-1 pitch, ground ball over to short, and she is good. Usually, Van Meter, the throw is not in time, and an error. I would say that's an error because she has made outstanding plays all day and misses with the routine ground.
That was my next question. What determines it being an error versus a hit whenever
an error is a ball that was really playable that wasn't played. That's how I would define it.
So where I hit her glove right in front
Whereas
of her.
if the average bear was out there, it would have been an out. And we got a change. Avery Thomas will not hit. Marissa Cullors will. She's a freshman. And Marissa is the one you look at, especially if you're an opposing pitcher and you don't know her, you're like, okay, this girl looks like she could knock it out of the park.
Kinsley Reynolds come in for a run.
So Reynolds is at first, running for Walker, and Thomas is staying on the bench, and Cullors going to come in and hit. First pitch swinging, and a liner double play, and that just happens. That's 2 times today, and that's kind of luck the Lady Dogs have had today, Jamal.
Both sides of the field.
So now, Riley Hathaway comes to the plate. Red Stafford obviously not going to be upset with that. She put the ball in play and hit it the other way. Just unfortunately right to the first baseman, George, who was able to double up Reynolds. That's a ball. 1-0 the count here to Hathaway. Today is 0 for 2. She lined out to a double player last time up. That one was over to the third baseman, Green. She flew out to center back in the second. And that one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, if Harrisburg can't pull this one out, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll move to 5-1. Again, they've almost doubled the amount of runs that they've given up all year today. But Century has been very impressive defensively and pitching-wise. As I say that, she throws it way not near the strike zone for ball 2.
You know, you always say that get beat by play. No, don't get all the strikeouts and everything, you know. So I think Harrisburg's done a pretty good job with that. Well, they only have 2 strikeouts for the day.
Only 2 strikeouts today. A couple of walks. There's ball 3. Count 3-1. And Ledbetter's not been perfect, though. Like I said, a couple of runs, a couple of hits, a couple of walks. Yep. But her defense is what's impressed me behind her. 3-1 pitch, that one foul. A couple of plays by Van Meter over at short. Third baseman's kind of been a vacuum cleaner there with Green with her glove.
Yeah, they've had a great defensive day.
Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Ball 4. 2-out walk. Issued to Hathaway, and not what you want to do if you're Ledbetter, especially last time. Harrisburg got runs. The first 2 were out. And that one is
caught
by the third baseman, Green. Hard hit ball, but put away. Well, that'll do it. That's the ball game. The first one of the day. We're going to play 2 more, one for Harrisburg later. We'll talk about it in our City Harrisburg postgame show after this on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
At Farmers State Bank, our work starts with people, the ones behind the counter and the ones across it. We're the familiar faces greeting you with a smile, the helping hands making sure you leave with answers and not questions. And when we step outside these walls, you'll find us right beside you, cheering you on, showing up, and celebrating what makes our hometown special. Because the truth is, we're not just in this community, we're part of it. Your story shapes ours, and every success here makes us all stronger. And remember, at Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
Are you fixing to build a brand new home and need your foundation poured? Look no further than Hicks Concrete in Harrisburg. They specialize in many concrete projects, including foundations. While you're at it, you might want to ask them about a storm shelter. Storm season is always a rough season, but you can stay safe in a new storm shelter poured by Hicks Concrete. For more information, call Hicks Concrete today at 618-499-2946. That's Hicks Concrete, a proud sponsor of Bulldog Media. Bulldog Media launched its first year of broadcasting in 2024. We cover volleyball, football, boys and girls basketball, baseball, softball, and even some bowling. We couldn't do any of it without any of our amazing sponsors, including Southern Trust. Southern Trust wants to wish all Bulldog teams good luck this season, and they are a proud sponsor of all things Bulldog athletics right here on Bulldog Media. Ethan Grounds DMD specializes in general and cosmetic dentistry. Outside of adult and child cleanings, his office also offers dental implants, smile makeovers, same-day dentistry, adult orthodontics, teeth whitening, and more. Ethan's passion has always been his patients in providing a service that can improve their overall health and confidence. So go see Ethan Grounds in Harrisburg today. Ethan Grounds DMD, hometown care, beautiful result.
Hey Bulldog Nation, we're proud to partner with the City of Harrisburg to bring you this hometown update. Coming up on June 13th, don't miss the brand new Barbecue in the Bird Pitmaster competition at the Harrisburg Amphitheater, featuring great food, great competition, and hometown pride. Then celebrate America's 250th on July 4th. There'll be a parade at 1 p.m. and a car show that'll start at 4 at the amphitheater. Fireworks light up the sky at dusk. Pork and Jeans food truck will be on site. For more information, watch the City of Harrisburg Facebook page or call City Hall.
Best One Tire and Service knows the most important things in your life ride with you. That's why you can always count on Best One Tire and Service to be your trusted full-service auto care expert. Visit bestonetire.com today to request an appointment from one of our many locations. Tires, oil changes, maintenance, and more.
Best One Tire and Service makes saving easy. Get instant savings up to $230 on select tires. Plus, we have financing. Tires and Service now, pay later. Best One, selling tires, serving people.
Welcome back to the Red. Final score, Harrisburg falls. Their first game of the year that they lose 9-2 to Centurions, and only gave up 5 runs coming in. Now they give up 9 today. A rough one for the Lady Dogs, but they'll be back later against Galatia. Century about to play Galatia here next. Real quick, Ava Brown was 0 for 4, but hit the ball hard in every at-bat. McKendra Douglas 0 for 2 with a walk. Hadley Hunt 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Kinsley Stewart 0 for 2, hit by pitch and a score. A run scored. Riley Bergen was 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single. Emma Mills was 1 for 3. Maddie Walker was 0 for 1 with a strikeout reached on an error in the fielder's choice. Avery Thomas was 0 for 1, walked and grounded out. Marissa Kohlers 0 for 1 with a double play line out. Riley Hathaway finished today 0 for 2 with a walk. Hadley Hunt, she only gave up 7 of the 9 runs as she went 6 innings and gave up 12 hits, walked 2, struck out 3. Holly Hunt came in the 7th inning. She gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, walked nobody in the ball game. That's our stats brought to you by Farrell Hospital, and it's our City Harrisburg post-game show. We're going to take a break. We're going to sign off. We'll sign back on after. It should be around 4 o'clock or so, 3:30, 4 o'clock, when Harrisburg and Galatia will play after Century and Galatia play right now. Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors and, of course, our crew. Anthony Sanders, Jamal Oxford, I'm Trey Reamer saying so long. We're the final score, Century 9, Harrisburg 2 until just a little bit. This has been a presentation of Bulldog Athletics on Bulldog Media presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance.
This has been Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball on Bulldog Media. presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance. A special thank you to all of our sponsors: Ethan Grounds, Best One Tire, the City of Harrisburg, Sullivan Electric, All-in-One Real Estate, Michael Stewart and Associates, Southeastern Illinois College, the Small Business Development Center at SIC, the Medicine Shop, Joiner Therapy, Harrisburg Dairy Queen, Mackey's Pizza, Farrell Hospital, Gavin's Car Care, State Farm Agent Shane Gooden, Barnes Lumber, the Smith Peters Law Firm, Southern Trust, Ranco Roofing, Hicks Concrete, Stanley's Food Systems, and Palmer's Lawn and Landscape. Until next time, this has been Harrisburg Lady Bulldog Softball on Bulldog Media, presented by Farmers State Bank and FSB Insurance. Thanks for watching.